How do you think the media portrays women?
Well, I think in media, there's this image of a woman, and it's just this same image over and over again. And I think that even a lot of girls can't even attain that image. A lot of girls are just made differently by God, and so I feel like they end up hurting themselves to get that image. They end up, starving themselves when they don't need to, and I just think that a lot of bad things come out of the media and that one image that people strive to attain.
The media makes me feel like I have to fit into a certain image of tall, skinny, blonde.
Certain body types that we all know, like super thin, tall, like perfectly in shape, but can eat anything that they want and still like look great.
Just a certain proportion of what women should be. There's usually like, I think it's like 36, 26, 36, something like that, of their measurements or whatever. I think Barbie dolls, Disney princesses, models now are like crazy small. So
I think the media portrays women as more objects than actual like people. Like every female in the media is like in their 20s and they're like big boobed and like they're tons of makeup and they just look like super hot, like all of them. And
dress well, have lots of money, and always looking nice, never going out in sweatpants or sweats without makeup on, so it puts a lot of pressure on me.
I feel ugly when I look at girls in movies or girls on the red carpet, and I feel like why can't I make my makeup look like that, or why can't I make my hair look like that, or how come I can't have clothes like that?
And I feel like the celebrities that the media chooses to like hone in on are not average and like by any means. Like they don't look like anyone like walking around campus or even just like walking on the street.
I don't think that girls focus on the fact that they have stylists to do all that for them, and it takes them hours every day to look like that. I think that girls think that it just comes naturally when it doesn't.
So in your guys' opinion, how does the media portray women?
The media definitely portrays women as objects, and I think it makes the male population see them more as what they can do for them rather than as like actual human beings.
For the most part, really, women are portrayed not really in a positive light.
I think that the media has really portrayed women as more of objects and more of things for guys to lust after and pursue and to own, in a sense, a lot more than as human beings necessarily, and people that need to be respected and protected.
Hi. I think the media portrays women in a very negative way. I think it devalues them as actual humans and makes us men want more than what they actually are.
For teenagers or for young preteens, it's always just really hard if their body doesn't look that way, or if they don't act a certain way, their personality isn't like Miley Cyrus, or like Hannah Montana or something like that.
I think in the media there's this pressure to look a certain way, and I think when you remove those stigmas that the media puts on people and the pressure, girls are able to really look to see what defines them as beautiful, which is maybe their sense of humor, or the way that they talk and the way that they listen and the way that they tell stories, and those are the things that make them beautiful, and it's not the way that they look to make them feel beautiful.
Clearly, all the media sees women as is objects, as people they're just toys to just the media and just the world. Like oftentimes in movies and everything, women are just seen as objects that men can just go after if they want to have a good time, to have sex. They're essentially just sex objects.
I feel like males looking at the females, like little boys, probably like 7-year-old, maybe up to like 14-year-olds, looking at all these front cover pages of skinny, white, preferably for the media, white women that are like size 0, and they don't really admire the beauty that they can have within themselves, and they look external instead of internal, which is kind of saddening to hear nowadays, because I feel like when they grow up, they're definitely going to be those shallow guys that we would hate our children to be in the first place.
And I feel like the media doesn't do a very good job of portraying everyone. They portray a very, very, very small percent of like women, and that's no good.
It's just hard. Like they want more than themselves. They never are satisfied with who they are. They just want to be more. They want to be different.
These have all been very compelling answers about how women are portrayed in the media. Now back to the studio.